Aloha, Retro Crew. In this video, we're going to be talking about the Magnum P.I. remake from 2018.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brian, and we're the Retro Sons.
You really wanted to watch this show for a while, and I kept putting it off, but it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, me too. The really long trailer that I always watch made it look really good. That's what really got me wanting to watch it, but just the whole thing was really good overall.
Seems like a lot of the stuff from that trailer was in the first episode.
Yeah,
it kind of came out with a bang.
Yeah, pretty much was the first episode, just condensed into like 5 minutes.
They do that.
But what kind of was throwing me off was the new MacGyver show. I thought the original of that was better than the remake.
It wasn't. Not
that Lucas still is bad, but it just didn't have the same feel I felt for the first, like the original MacGyver.
Yeah, they changed like a lot in that.
Yeah, they did.
Like Jack Dalton was completely different.
Yeah, he was his partner instead of like a guy that was in an episode here and there.
Yeah, and he was more like a special ops kind of guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that makes sense. That's fair.
And they had the assassin there. What's his name?
Oh, Murdoch?
Yeah, Murdoch. I liked the Murdoch in the new one. I like the Murdoch in the old one better, though, I think.
Yeah, me too.
So impressed with you, Angus MacGyver.
I like how he always like screamed from MacGyver.
Yeah, as he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this one I feel was done really well because there's like a lot of nods to the original.
Yeah, it was.
Like in the first episode, he drove the older style Ferrari. Then through the rest of the show, he had a new.
I don't want to ruin too much, but he had to use a new one.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say why, but
yeah.
And Rick and TC were about the same. I don't remember Rick from the original show, but I really liked him in this one. I think Zachary Knighton did a good job.
Yeah.
I think Jay Hernandez did a good job as Magnum. I think everyone did a good job, actually.
Yeah, I do. And Higgins is different, a lot different in this one than the original show.
Yeah.
He was a crotchety old man, or not too old, I guess, but like older man.
A stuffy British man.
Higgins!
Yeah. And their dynamic is a lot different in this show than it was in that. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you have the lads, Zeus and Apollo.
Yeah, they seemed kind of like they were phased out a little bit as the show went on. Yeah.
It's probably hard to film with dogs and animals.
That timing was perfect.
Yeah, it was.
But yeah.
See, I told ya.
I don't know, I feel like this one was more action-oriented than the original. You gotta update things occasionally like that for modern audiences.
Yeah. And I liked Magnum's new pistol, too.
Yeah, me too. It was still kind of 1911, but it was a more modern 2011.
Yeah.
New and improved.
Magnum was a lot the same. Like a jokester who never has any money and always asks his friends for help. And takes advantage of them, kind of. But he's willing to help them out anytime they need it, too. So.
Right, and they kind of enable it because they complain about it, but they still help them out.
Yeah.
But it is for a good cause, usually.
Yeah, most times.
If you say so.
And I like that they were veterans, and then they do a lot to help out other veterans.
Yeah, they do. Like Shammy.
Yeah.
I don't remember what his name was in the show, but his nickname was Shammy.
Yeah, I don't know. Did it actually ever say his actual name?
Yeah, it did. It was like something Shamsworth or something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember ever hearing it.
They did say it once, I think. Or I think in the first episode he was in, he said what his full name was.
No, probably.
But in addition to this one that I really like is Gordon Katsumoto.
Yeah, he was good too. Like a lot of the later additions to the show were good, like Shammy, like you mentioned, and Jin.
Yeah, Jin. I like Jin a lot.
Yeah, he was wicked funny.
Yeah.
He's a real funny guy.
And like you said, Katsumoto.
Yeah, Katsumoto was one of the better additions.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing they did that I really didn't like a lot.
I can't think of anything like that either.
I mean, sometimes they solve the cases like way too easy. It wouldn't be as easy as they do it in the show.
No, and they probably wouldn't have a 100% success rate like they did either.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
All shows like this have a 100% success rate.
Yeah, that's true.
NCIS, Criminal Minds, all those type of shows.
Burn Notice.
Yeah,
that's
Burn Notice.
Kind of what this reminds me of too. It's kind of along in the same vein.
Yeah.
And that was a good show from like 2006. So
and they break like so many laws in this show and always get away with it.
Yeah. Yeah, they wouldn't.
No, they wouldn't.
Wouldn't they get arrested or something?
One thing that I don't like is the show got canceled.
Oh, yeah.
The last season didn't even seem like the ending of a season. Like, it had the same amount of episodes as the other seasons, but it seemed like just any random episode in the middle of the season.
Yeah, that was kind of how it went for a few seasons, because it seemed like they were building up a lot of things at the beginning of the season.
I
and
guess
it
that
like,
is a complaint of mine.
Yeah, so it kind of like tidied up earlier in the season instead of like drawing it out.
Yeah, like the white van.
Yeah,
That
gonna say
bugs
there's
me.
some plot points that they started and never finished with,
Yeah.
never explained what was going on.
Yeah, and that was season 3, so they had 2 more seasons to take care of that, and they never did.
Okay, so I admit I have some issues.
All in all, it's a great show.
And there were some things that were like easy to figure out. Maybe not the mystery of the season, but you figured some of those things out. And there's things that I could even figure out, like who bought his watch when he pawned it, so
Yeah.
he could pay off the damage to the Ferrari or whatever.
It was obvious.
Yeah, shows like this, for some reason, I can always, like, for the most part, figure out what happened and what's going on before the end.
Like Monk when he read the first page of a mystery book and then he flipped
Yeah.
to the last page. He's like, I knew it.
Yeah, they don't say anything or even the crime in the first page of a mystery book.
No, they don't give you enough to go off, and they don't
No.
usually don't wrap it up on the last page either.
No, they don't.
He figured it out, okay?
It
But
was-
it was funny anyways.
yeah, it was funny.
But Monk also, that's another show where he has a 100% completion rate or solve
Success. Yeah,
rate.
in Columbo.
Yeah.
He was smarter than he let on, though.
Yeah, he was. He played off like an imbecile,
hmm
like Peter Sellers' character there,
Oh,
the Pink Panther.
yeah.
Yeah,
Clouseau.
yeah, Clouseau. Yeah, he played off like Clouseau, but he wasn't. He was more like Richard Brana, big mustache guy.
Oh, yeah. Poirot.
Yeah, Hercule Poirot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's more like him, but he played off like Clouseau.
hmm
Well, I don't know why I'm going with French,
I don't know either.
but they're just the ones that were in my head.
It just popped in there.
I don't like exactly how TC was done. I'm going to say this a lot. I don't remember how they were in the original series or how
Yeah.
things were in the original series, but I know he had, like, his mom left and that kind of messed him up, but he ruined his relationships a lot.
And wouldn't take blame for it.
I'm not sure that I agree with you 100% on your police work there, Lil.
I don't know, I think he had more emotional storylines than the other characters.
Yeah.
Like, they all had emotional storylines, but his seemed more
Yeah,
emotional. Like, they dumped a lot on that character in that show.
that's true.
So I think he kind of, it was just the writing that kind of made him not seem as good as the others. But
I will say I like that he related to Caleb, wow, what's his, Cade.
Cade, yeah.
We're struggling with names here, too.
Yeah, we are.
But I like that whole storyline. Like, he took him in and he cared for him, helped him
Yeah.
out a lot.
Yeah, he did.
So that's good on him. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I just liked Rick
I like
a lot
TC,
better.
or Rick.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you said.
he was funny and
Yeah.
he's like really helpful because he always knew people who could help out.
Yeah,
And I think that might be how he was in the original too.
yeah, it is. They're a lot like they were in the original show, like all of them.
And I like that the original TC actor and the original Rick actor showed up
Yeah, I do
in
too.
this one. Like we had to Google it to make sure it was them, but
Yeah, they look a lot. Well, I mean,
yeah,
the
30,
original's
40
from
years later.
80 to 88 or something.
Yeah.
So yeah, this one started in 2018 and went to 2023.
You know your numbers.
So yeah.
I really do hope they bring it back because I want to see like how they wrap it up. But I know Jay Hernandez, who plays Magnum, wants them to make a movie
Yeah.
to like kind of wrap everything up.
Yeah, I'd like that.
I'd like to see another season now. I don't know. It was a dispute over the networks, is why they canceled it.
What happened with Brooklyn Nine-Nine and look what happened with that.
Yeah, they got picked up the same day.
Nice.
That was a great show.
Yeah, it was.
A
I
lot
wish
of
this
people
one
liked
would. I heard it. People really don't like this one, but I thought it was good.
Yeah, I enjoyed it quite a bit. It makes me want to go back and rewatch the original.
Yeah, I do want to. Yeah, now that we watch this, I want to watch the original.
I just said that.
Like we always say, we got a lot on our plate right now,
Yeah.
so
So it's going to be a while probably before we watch that. But when we do, we'll probably have another video about it.
Oh, another one?
It was way, way better than I thought it was going to be.
yeah.
I have the first 2 seasons, but now I want 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, you gotta get them. You gotta complete the collection.
Your birthday's coming up, so you can buy them for me.
Yeah, that's how that works.
You heard him.
But I did like all the nods to the original. Like this one time when Rick and TC shaved for their Marine ball there, and they left their mustaches. And like,
Yeah.
hey, maybe Magnum will grow, and do you think he could pull it off?
Yeah,
Nah.
they were making fun of him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
'cause
little-
he just has like a little 5 o'clock shadow goatee through the whole thing.
Yeah. Just stuff like that is always funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's a line we saw. We were watching clips of the old show on the computer or on YouTube.
Yeah.
And there's a line that we were like, hey, they said that in the new one.
Mm-hmm.
From the old show, we saw it.
Like verbatim.
Says that verbatim.
That came out very hard, but you know what I mean.
That happens to us a lot in these videos.
Yeah. We know what we're trying to think, but our brain and our mouth don't connect sometimes.
Mm-hmm. There's a disconnect.
I thought that's what I said.
But I gotta say, it was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I'm
We
glad.
finished it fast, too.
Yeah, we did. I'm glad you finally broke down and wanted to watch it.
But like I said, they didn't do the MacGyver show right. That lasted 5 seasons, I think, too, or maybe 6 or 7. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, that was done differently. And
That
the
one-
Lethal Weapon TV show.
On the old Lethal, yeah, that one. This first season was okay. I didn't watch it past that though.
No, me neither.
For me, in that it's movies or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mel Gibson and Danny Glover.
Right.
Because they're the best.
But the MacGyver show, like in the old one, it would show you what he was doing and like show it work. In the new one, he just like kind of briefly explained what he's gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Then it wouldn't show anything after that. Like it didn't show him putting it together or
Using it?
using it. I don't think, anyways.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
that I
like-
can remember.
When they were falling and he like rigged up some kind of parachute thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I'm surprised that worked.
Yeah.
That's kind of my
Yeah.
recollection of that.
Yeah, that's
But-
how I remember that one.
Lame.
Like part of the fun was seeing him make the stuff and like using it.
Mm-hmm.
Not just like, I got all this stuff and I'm gonna do this with it. I mean, there was one where he was doing math to make paper like a bulletproof protector for an embassy or something.
Yeah.
Which they talked through that, but like, paper's gonna stop a bullet. A case of paper is gonna stop a bullet. So I don't know. It was just
Yeah, I vaguely remember everything you were talking about. I watched that with you, but it's been a while.
And then he had like a computer hacker who solved a lot of the stuff for him and just told him what needed to be done.
Mm-hmm.
What? The times they are changing.
Then he had his buddy there, Jack Dalton.
Yeah, it was just like his
muscle.
bodyguard. Yeah, muscle.
Like in the original, MacGyver did everything himself.
Mm.
Every once in a while, he'd have like a tag-along character to help him. I don't know. They just kind of lessen the importance of MacGyver in the new MacGyver show.
Yeah,
I
so
feel.
like an example of how to do a remake wrong, and this is an example of how to do it right.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah, just like I'm not gonna bring him up again. We've talked about him so much.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, and
Uncharted.
Yeah,
Oh, not this again.
I think that's pretty much all I have to say.
Yeah, I think I made my point.
All right, let us know if you've seen this and what you think of it, or if you've seen any other remake television shows and what you think of those. Like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be an orb over here. Watch one of these 2 videos, and we'll see you in the future.
To talk more about the past.